Hello, 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 and welcome. I want to talk about some more great things on today. And today we're talking about where are my meds? Where are they? Tips on how to navigate the pharmacy. So, listen, have you gone to your doctor's office? They said, okay, I'm going to give you this medication and I have sent it to the pharmacy. You get to the pharmacy and they say, it's not here. Who do you talk to? What do you do in that situation? Or have you gotten a notification? Either they gave you a phone call or they sent you a message on the app, whatever it was, and they said, your medicines are ready at the pharmacy. And you get there and they say, we don't have it. We don't even know what you're talking about. Listen, this is causing a lot of frustration with a lot of people. It is causing a lot of frustration with my patients. So they're calling us and trying to figure out what to do. And I am walking them through those steps. And I want to be able to help you go through those steps as well. So that way you're not frustrated, you get medicines that you need, and everybody is happy. So if that is something that you want to learn about and know about, go ahead and continue to watch. Let your friend know and say, hey, girl, she is talking about this. I know that you are going to have to go to the pharmacy at some point, and if this happens, this is what you need to do. So go ahead, share, let the people know that this is what I am talking about today. You guys know that we are friends and family here. If you have not already subscribed or followed or all of that good stuff, go ahead and do that as well so that you don't miss out on any other content, because our job here is to provide you with those practical tips and tools that you can use in your everyday life. So let's go ahead and get into it. So, what do you do in that moment where you're saying, I don't know what to do? They told me that my medicines are ready. How am I supposed to navigate that? What am I supposed to do? Well, the first thing is I want for you to just look at that process of when you go to the pharmacy. What exactly is happening even before you get there? So I'm gonna walk you through that, because I think once you understand that, then you'll know a little bit kind of where to go. So, the one thing that happens is your doctor is usually going to send what we call an electronic script. So, instead of us writing these things by hand anymore, we're going to send it electronically. What happens is your doctor puts it in their system, they send it electronically. And at that point, we say, okay, I don't think I have anything else left to do with this because I didn't get a notification that says that it is not there. So then it goes to your pharmacy. Then your pharmacy gets it and it sits in what they call the queue. And it goes in that queue because it needs to be verified. And your pharmacist's job is to take that medicine from the queue, look at it, make sure that that medication written out makes sense. First, does that just even make the dose? Then from if it makes sense, then the next thing they look at and say, okay, this medicine appropriate for them as far as their age and all this kind of stuff. So they want to make sure that it is safe for you. And they also want to check and see if there are any interactions. Is this medicine going to interact with some other things that you're taking? So they are going through all of that. So that is what is happening when your medication gets there. The thing that you have to think about is also not only is your pharmacist responsible for that, they also have the responsibility of doing some other tasks, such as giving vaccines. Sound familiar? Like pneumonia and all those other types of vaccines. So you're getting those there. So they have that extra task. The other thing is during COVID, they were doing the COVID testing, so they also had to do that. So on top of verifying your medications and stuff, they had all of these other tasks. And let me tell you guys something. Our pharmacy friends are overwhelmed. Just like a lot of the other healthcare fields, they are overwhelmed as well. And there's a documentary that is coming out that is talking about just how overwhelmed and overworked they are. So with all of that being said, I say please, please, please be nice and be kind to our pharmacy friends, because they truly are doing the best that they can do. So now that you know that whole process of what happens when your medication is going through that process, you get there and they say, but it's not ready. You say, wait, but my doctor sent it. So what could have happened in that process? Your doctor could have sent it, and then that medicine could have gotten like lost sometimes for whatever reason. It doesn't all the way go through, but a lot of times your doctor doesn't get a notification of that. It could still be sitting in the queue and they don't see it. So what I tell people to do is when your doctor sends it, don't automatically go straight to the pharmacy because I promise you it's not going to be ready. Don't go straight to the pharmacy. I usually say if you can wait, if it's a medication that is not needed like immediately, give them at least 2 hours to do that. So do that before you head straight to the pharmacy. But here are some other things that you can do instead. I know that I talk a lot about this. I get no compensation for telling you guys to do this, but the pharmacy app. If you have, I know that especially the big chains, they have an app to keep track of your medications. Download it. It is going to be money in the bank for you. It's going to be time in the bank for you because out of all the different apps, I don't download a ton of different apps on my phone, but one of the ones that I do is the pharmacy app because it is going to save you some time. And then sometimes it can also save you some money because before you go, it may also show you how much that medicine is going to cost when they run it through your insurance, all these other things. It gives you a lot of information. So go ahead, download that pharmacy app. Once you do that, not only when you download it, you need to set up your notifications. When you set them, set it to something that makes sense. Do you want them to notify you by phone, by email, text message? What is something that you are going to check? If they call from a phone number you don't recognize, do you want them to really call you? Because are you going to send them straight to voicemail and then you don't check your voicemail? So that doesn't make sense. You probably want a text message because that's something that you'll see, or an email. Either way, figure out which notification you want them to set it up for and then do that. After you have set up your app and set up your notifications, then the next thing you want to do, like I said, wait. If you can wait, give them at least 2 hours. 2 hours is a reasonable amount of time considering all of the things that they have going on to be able to fill it. So what you want to do is wait that 2 hours or wait until you get a notification. If you get that notification that is ready before the 2 hours, that's awesome. That's great. If you do, I have something else for you to do. If you don't get a notification, what you want to do is go on the app because again, like I said, it can give you a lot of information. And when you go on there, it can show you some information. It can show you whether or not that medication even made it to the pharmacy, right? Having got a notification that it's ready, but you do see that you have a new medication and that is the medicine that your doctor said they wanted you to take. Well, at least you know that the pharmacy has it. Now it means that they still have it in what we call that queue or whatever, and they haven't had a chance to pull it and process it. So then that's when you can go ahead and call the pharmacy. Call them to say, okay, I'm ready for this medication to be filled and go ahead and fill it. If it doesn't show you, go to the app and it doesn't show that you have that prescription there, then again, still what you want to do is call the pharmacy because it still could be stuck in that queue. That queue still hasn't made it match up to your app and all that kind of stuff yet. So you still want to call them to verify to see if they have it first before you call your doctor's office because what's going to happen is if you call your doctor's office, a lot of those offices now have an automated system that is set up that says if you are looking for a medication for a refill or to see if a medicine is supposed to be at a pharmacy, call the pharmacy first. Because a lot of times what will happen is if that medicine is supposed to be there, the pharmacist is now notified and they can contact your doctor directly, send them like a fax or something like that, and let them know. So that is something that you want to be aware of. So let's say that you've done that part and now you know, okay, I'm going to contact the pharmacy. But let's say that the pharmacy contacts you and the pharmacy says, hey, we have a medication that's here and that's ready for you. But then you get there and they say, I don't even know what you're talking about. I am seeing this a lot lately and it is like mind blowing. I was like, oh, really? But what I'm finding out is that some of the pharmacies, the apps, and like what the pharmacist is doing for whatever reason isn't always synced up. And so the app will tell you and their notification system will tell you and they will say, yeah, this medicine is here, and we've processed it and it's ready. The pharmacist said, wait, wait, wait. I haven't even had a chance to get to it yet. So if you get up there and you notice that they're telling you, you get the notification, it's ready, you get there and they said, mm-mm, we don't have it. Well, they have to have it because there's no way that that medication is in their system and gave them a notification if they did not have it. So, in that moment, what you want to do is talk to someone. If the person that you're talking to is still saying, mm-mm, we don't have it, then say, can I speak to someone else? The pharmacy manager, the pharmacist themselves, but you want to talk to them, show them what you're looking at, show them the notification that you have, and say, hey, it told me that I have a medication here, and I want to see if someone can verify that for me. Because that means that they have it. Somewhere it says that it was filled or something, but it wasn't. But now they should be able to have that information and take care of it for you. Because again, if you call your doctor's office, then the only thing that they can do is like resend it, but technically the medicine is already there. So you want to just make sure that you talk to them, make sure that they understand and get them to know. Because if you try to call your doctor's office, the other thing that I'm noticing with these doctor's offices too is that they don't have a lot of time to be able to process it, so that could be a delay. They can take up to 3 to 4 days to get back to you, and you don't want to do that. So go ahead, call the pharmacy first, because what they can do is get in touch with your doctor's office quicker than you can. They can send them a quick fax. They will look through it, say, oh, okay, this medicine didn't go through or whatever, and then they can resend it. But a lot of times, if you tell the pharmacy that you are looking for something, that you have notification that it's supposed to be there, then they will search and look for it, and then they'll say, oh, okay, I found it. You know how I know? It's because we talk to patients, we tell them to do that. They call the pharmacy back and they say, oh, yes, here it is. We have it. So make sure that you call the pharmacy first. If you get nothing from this, it is to contact the pharmacy, because that will save you a lot of time, a lot of energy. So contact the pharmacy, download the app. I know this is like a quick and easy today, but I have been getting so many calls and so many interactions with people about it. I felt that this is like a quick and easy way to put everything together so you'll know exactly how to navigate it. But I also want you to be very kind and give our pharmacy friends a lot of grace, because I just watched or saw a clip of a documentary that is coming out very soon that is talking about a lot that is going on with our pharmacy friends. And I'm telling you, there is a lot of demand for them and what they have to do. And they are just trying to do their jobs. They're just trying to make sure that you are safe, and they want to verify a few things for you. So once I officially get that link to that documentary and it comes out, I'll be sure to link it so that you guys can see it, see exactly what's happening. Know that I'm not making this up, because I know I always try to say give our healthcare friends some grace, but I'm seeing a lot of what's happening, and they are showing it in real time. These are the things that they are going through, and these are some ways that we can help. So download the app, go ahead and call them if something doesn't seem quite right. Talk to them, be kind, be gracious, like we always are. And until next time, I will see you soon. Take care.